Hey, what's up guys? Matt Ogus, legendsofesthetics.com. This video is pretty unique. A couple weeks ago, I had the privilege of meeting Frank Yang for the first time ever. Really cool guy, really cool guy. Very cool to talk to, just tons of ideas in his head, and he's constantly just creating art everywhere he goes, whether it's just in conversation, in thought, or making videos. And he's really talented, just incredible. He's like a modern day Leonardo da Vinci, to me at least. And I also had the honor of meeting Scooby, who you probably know about. He's one of the original fitness YouTubers, and he's been making YouTube videos about home workouts, building your own home gym, gaining muscle, and other fitness topics. He's been making videos since like 2006 or something, 2006, 2007, basically since YouTube started. He's been around forever. And what do I have to say about Scooby? He's just a really incredibly nice guy, very genuine, and he's like an icon. He's like a legend in the game, in the YouTube world. So we got together, Frank, me, and Scooby. We had an interview that Scooby conducted, asking us a ton of questions, and we also turned some of those questions back at him to see what he thought about them. So hope you enjoy the video, guys. If you never heard of Scooby or Frank Yang before, I'll include links in the description box for you to check them out. Really cool guys, I'll just say firsthand. Really cool guys. I got to spend the rest of the day just hanging out, eating, and then I even saw Scooby at the Fit Expo just a few days ago. So check them out, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. I apologize in advance for the audio. The audio, I thought we had the audio on lock. I thought it was set up, but unfortunately the audio just wasn't, and it's just off of my basic handheld camera, so it's kind of like in terms of audio, but if you can kind of just pay attention to what we're saying, you can get the gist of it. You can get all of it pretty much if you just be careful. So if you're wearing headphones, be warned. I'm warning right now. Maybe like take them off or lower the volume, and enjoy the video, guys. Thanks. This is part 1, and there will be a part 2. Each one is about 30 minutes. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
Nice to meet you, Matt. We both got hugs. Group hug. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Let's get started. So, I'm going to introduce everyone because you've never seen any of us in shirts before. I'm Scooby. This is Frank Yang. And this is Matt Ogus. Now, these guys, in a few short years, have developed a physique that's better than what I did in 20 years. So these guys are some pros.
It's the internet, man.
These guys are some pros. So I'm really excited that I get the opportunity to interview these guys. So
it's an honor.
Let's get started here. First question. Who is or was your fitness role model?
I'll go first. Actually, I used to watch a lot of sprinters. Yeah, because when I started working out, I didn't care about aesthetics. I wanted to be explosive. Actually, we should back that up. I used to like cheetahs. I like big cats, like cheetahs, leopards, and all that stuff. When I was a kid, I used to like read about it. And I was like obsessed with the explosiveness, like the animal, the sprinting, the jumping, the animal primal power.
So was there a particular sprinter who was a role model?
Michael Johnson.
Okay.
And this is one guy that was incredibly like huge. And that was actually the first time I realized that muscles make you fast. Like I saw the like 100-meter dash like in the Olympics, and they all look like they're like bodybuilders.
Right.
And I didn't understand that concept before. I thought like if you run, you should be skinny, or fast, right? But then I realized that because like sprinters used to be skinnier. So when I saw them but they get even bigger because of like all that stuff. So I saw them, I was like, wow, I gotta get a body like that if I have to be explosive. That's when I started lifting weights.
How about you, Matt?
To be honest, I never really like picked a certain physique when I started that I was trying to go for. So I didn't really have any like physiques that were fitness role models for me.
How about non-fitness role models?
Role models?
Yeah.
I guess my father, just for like my reasons, not like fitness-wise. But I guess for one person who's into fitness, that's a role model of mine, is my bodybuilding coach. His name's Eric Helms. And he's currently in New Zealand doing research on like protein synthesis and all these different things, like how much protein should a natural be taking. So
Okay.
kind of like
Smart guy.
yeah, smart dude, forefronting some research, but also role model of mine because he helped me really balance fitness in a more holistic manner. And I used to be pretty obsessed. I think everyone who gets into working out kind of gets obsessed in different ways. And he kind of helped me balance everything out. So that's why.
You have to you have to be obsessed.
Yeah,
If you're working out, like you got OCD, man.
because sometimes people get too obsessed and they get like they neglect everything else.
Right.
So I'd say.
So, next question, why did you start working out? Now, you kind of answered that already, because you were interested in the explosive strength and speed. How about you, Matt? Why did you get started?
My girlfriend in 7th grade dumped me. I figured if I could, I literally told myself, if I came back to 8th grade with abs, all the girls are gonna want me. So every night I found something on the internet. It was like a 12-minute ab thing, where like the guy is on the lawn, he's just doing tons of obliques and stuff. So I was doing abs every single night, listening to
The more the better.
every single night, listening to trance music when I was supposed to be going to bed. So like I was sneaking in, like I had to make sure my parents couldn't walk in because I was only 14 or 15.
Wow.
But that wasn't lifting weights.
Oh, it's just like
So I really just started with abs because I wanted abs. I got my abs, but middle school doesn't really matter. Nothing happens in middle school. But
That's funny.
I guess I started lifting weights.
Yeah.
why did you?
Why?
Yesterday.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I started focusing on my body because I figured it would help me like in the beginning. But that was just that. And then in high school I wanted to start lifting weights just because I just had this weird feeling like I wanted to be strong. I just wanted to be big because I've always been a short guy and a really skinny guy. I just wanted to be
Okay, what are your current fitness goals?
My current one?
Yeah.
Just right now?
Yeah, well, what are your current ones? What are your long-term?
Long term is just look like you.
I didn't pay him for that.
The man did though. I'm gonna look like him. That's why. I'm just kidding. But yeah, my short-term goal is just to get to keep my muscles while I'm getting down to like really low. But because the last time I'm trying to get down to like 7%. The last time I was like that, I was like 140.
You're a lot heavier now.
Yeah, I'm a lot heavier now. So I'm like, but the last time I cut, I lost a lot of muscle because I didn't know.
Right, you were cutting too drastic.
Yeah. I was just starting myself one day. Because actually, Matt is the first guy that came across that counting macros. I didn't know about that concept. Because I waited to do it.
So what's long-term?
Long term, I told you.
Look like me.
No, actually, really long term.
Yeah.
Like I want to like be healthy and live long enough to like upload my consciousness. So I can
transcend it.
Yeah, it's transcend it. So I can create more artwork with just my mind. And at that point, we can just create our bodies. We can just create avatars. And then I can look like you or Matt when we're like
So
running.
you want to live long enough
to
For
see
the
that
technology to be there.
Yeah. Well, actually, some people predict it could be like in a lifetime. Yeah, like not soon, but like that's why I want to live long. Maybe when I'm like 80. That's the prediction. Like in the future. Yeah. Singularity.
So how about you, Matt? Short-term fitness goals, long-term?
You sound horrible, but actually.
No, there's no wrong answer.
My actual short-term goal, well, in short-term, it's probably within the next like 1 or 2 years. It's actually it's just to reach 18 inch arms somehow.
How are you?
Like 17. I know it's not.
It's funny. It looks a lot bigger than that because of proportions.
Well, you're probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is 18-inch arms, little 17s here, but it'll probably be right around. So yeah, have arms like Scooby, and then I guess that's just my nearest short-term goal. After that, do some strength, maybe power on top.
Oh really? Okay.
I've done one before. And it's a totally different.
Well, even to enter, you have to be more than terrible. So.
That's true. Yeah, I did so bad, but maybe powerlifting, and then long-term goal is just like living the life. So that's why I'm really careful with my lifting. I've never really been really stretching. I'm trying to look smart.
It's good. like those answers.
He knows. But he's been lifting.
Yeah, how long have you been lifting?
1983. No, 1982. Yeah, more than 30 years. Never been injured in the weight.
Can I ask why you started?
Sure. Boredom. I honestly started because I was bored. I went to the weight room with my roommate in college because he was going. I didn't have anything to do. And then after that, I figured, oh my God, this feels kind of good. This makes me feel good. So, I went back, and it's just kind of this positive reinforcing snowball. It's like every time you go, you feel better. And, I never had any goals of gaining muscle or anything like that. I was just going because it made me feel good. So
That's a noble goal.
well, there's no wrong goal.
I know, but that's a good goal.
It's good because you succeed the first minute. Whereas,
that's cool, man. Because like even newbies feel good. They don't have to look like you do now.
Right. If someone's only goal is to get 50-inch chest so that they can get a date, they're doomed to failure. They are not going to succeed because even if they do get the 50-inch chest, it's not going to get them dates because their problem is up here. Yeah.
I learned that.
So your abs didn't help when you were in junior high?
Well,
I think it definitely still helps.
I surprisingly had some girlfriends in 8th grade, but it had nothing to do with the abs. Nothing.
Right.
At all. Right. I never really put two and two together. But it really had nothing to do.
I think it's helpful. I mean, like, I think it definitely helps. I think it helps. Like if you have two mag Ogus, like same personality, same brain, but one looks like this, the other one looks like that. If you call yourself, the other one
depends on
never
your self-image.
Well, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
But then if you have two mad Ogus with the same attitude,
Because there's a lot of people that are really big, but they have really bad self-image. They think of themselves as like, I'm not good enough. They gotta get bigger. They might be even less confident than the guy that doesn't.
yeah, but I'm talking about two mad Ogus that have the exact same personality. So that, like the one, but like we are genetically programmed to want to like go after like physique, like this base, like in a way, like that's why like we see like curvature now in women. Like we don't have to. A woman doesn't have to look like doesn't have to be a 10. But like it's still like a nice physique tells you a lot about it. Even like the positive outlook on life and the persistency on that stuff, it shows off your physique too.
That's above my pay grade. But my philosophy is it's like working out can help improve your self-esteem.
Exactly.
People who are skinny, it's like they have a goal, they want to get stronger, they do it, they feel better about themselves,
and they have more confidence.
And then they have more confidence, and that gets them the day. It's not the muscles, but it's the confidence.
I still think muscles help.
Well, they got the muscles, they have they're intertwined.
Yeah, they're
separate.
connected. Yeah, exactly.
But no, if someone went in for an operation and had surgically implanted pecs and arms, I don't think that would give them the same confidence.
It would,
because it's not real. So that's my theory. Okay, here's an interesting question for you guys. It's one that I face all the time. So if you knew that you were not going to gain a single ounce of muscle in the next year, or get 1 bit stronger, would you still work out?
Oh, so I get 1 bit stronger.
Right, the next 12 months you're going to gain 0 ounces of muscle and lose 0 ounces of fat and get 0% stronger.
At first I thought it was just the muscle and fat, because then I was going to say I'd get into powerlifting.
Oh, no, you're not strong.
But if I can't even get stronger, I'd probably still end up lifting. I guess.
Why would you keep lifting?
Would it like
stress reliever?
Yeah. So you don't get stronger, but you don't get any muscle. Yeah. But do you feel good?
You're working out.
Oh, you feel that? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So because like a big reason why I work out is because like whenever I create or when I like edit videos, or like I think after I work out, that's when I'm most like my hands most clear.
Right.
Yeah. So sometimes I lift to be able to be my like my mind.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
So yeah. So I
Oh, it gives you a moment to kind of shut your brain off.
yeah. And when you exactly. I think when you live, you shut your brain off, and they ask you to be brain off. So I think.
Well, the reason I ask that is that's something that pretty much everyone over 40 faces. You know, I literally have not gained an ounce of muscle or gotten one bit stronger in the last 15 years. But I still do it because it makes me feel really good. And there comes a point where, you know, just not losing ground is success.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, it's like, you know, if I'm not losing muscle mass or getting weaker, then it's success.
So for you, it's keeping the muscle. You have to work out to keep the muscle.
Right. I work out harder than I did when I was 25.
Yeah. So for you, that's gaining. So when you can't ask this question for you and I.
Right.
Because for us, it's not gaining, it's losing. But for you, it's gaining. So it's relative.
Wait,
So
would we lose it?
Okay, I think you answered my question.
I think we all
We're like
agree.
switching it. We're like finding loopholes.
Yeah, but we all agree that it makes you feel good.
This is not the tax code. You don't have to find loopholes.
That's true.
Okay, here's a really interesting question that I've been dying to ask both of you. So, newcomers to fitness a lot of times have really unrealistic expectations. So, I mean, you have a fabulous physique, and you're relatively young. So let me ask you this. So, we take a teen who's like 16. What are the chances that if they did everything right, working out, good nutrition, what percent of them could look like you in 1 year? I'm going to answer that 0. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to what percent? Because you know not everyone has good genetics. So what percent of these 16-year-olds could look like you in 3 years?
Well, I guess before even, should I look over there? Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So I guess before answering that, I think the biggest mistake that kids will make is they'll try to train like someone to look like that person. That really like they don't know that there's no way for you to look like that person because your shoulders are this far apart, your waist is this narrow, etc. All the different limb lengths, the muscle bellies, we all have different genetics. And even if everything's spot on, your nutrition, your training is exactly like Scooby's, like I'll never have like that chest that's just like huge, no matter how I train.
Right.
So a lot of kids kind of trick themselves out thinking that they can like transform themselves into another person, but really all they can do is make their own body kind of based on how they're eating.
Right. Exactly. But that's kind of my question. So not everyone has good genetics. It's like, you know, what percent of those 16-year-olds could build like, you know, your muscularity, your leanness in 3 years? You can just
Okay. So I've been training for about 8.
Right.
I think a good, because I think my in terms of building the muscle genetics for me, I think they're pretty average. And I think that the majority of kids, like with average genetics, probably 50% or so, would be able to get the same amount of muscle gains as me as I did my first years.
Okay.
Now in my 8 years, probably. You know, even though diminishing gains.
Right.
Yeah, not too many would probably get as much development as I have in the
So what, like 5%, 10%, something like that?
Yeah, probably
Right.
10 to 15.
Okay. Yeah, you know, the reason I wanted to ask this, a lot of kids out there think that, you know, they look at the picture of the Gymshark crew and, you know, they go to the gym, they work out hard after 3 months, and then they get disappointed because they don't look like anyone in the picture. It's like, what are you expecting? You know, you're not going to do this in 3 months or 3 years. So
yeah, and I think what makes a lot of kids want to give up is like there are really genetic people.
Right.
Like kids like Jeff Sy, kids like some other kids on the gym show. And of course there are lots of kids taking supplements as well. And especially the kids that look at those guys who are still young on the super supplements. And they're like, yeah, he's only been training for 3 or 4 years. And they're like, wow, where are my gains?
Right.
And
you're natural.
Yeah,
and they're not.
Yeah, the kids who are natural, they get really tripped out by the people that are unnatural saying that.
Right.
And
So when did you start working out? When you were like
When I was like 18.
18?
But then I spent my first like 5 years like, well, I spent my first 2 years just doing
Right.
machines. I still made new people. And then I started to do a lot of research, like third to like fifth year, and I had goals of wanting to jump like 40 meters. And I got all those other strength goals, like 300 bench press, 150 double body weight, and then 400 raw squat.
So do you consider yourself to have like good genetics, average genetics?
I would say maybe like above average. Because like I remember one of the coach that measured my vertical coach the recipe said he didn't believe I could jump 40 inches. He said that 38 is probably pushing the genetic limit for anyone, even for you. And then so I jumped 40 inches. And that's when I knew I had like pretty good genetics for like explosiveness. Like I think my nervous system is usually just fast. Like you can tell by the way I talk and my temperament. Like for that I do have good genetics. But I think muscle building is a kind of it's related, but I think it's also a little bit more. But I think like trying to train for aesthetics and trying to get size for like too late. But I read an article that said like if you have a very efficient nervous system, like if you can call upon your neurons really fast. But that also helps with bodybuilding because like when you recruit more muscle, like you can recruit more muscle. Like if I have a twin whose nervous system is slower than me or less efficient, like we could be lifting the same weight, but he would be recruiting less muscles because is that true? Like
I have no idea.
You know about that or not?
I mean, it's not.
She's pretty smart.
It actually doesn't matter because it is what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't
I mean,
matter,
it's not like you can turn a switch. It's like, oh, my CNS is going to be.
Yeah, but actually you can train the CNS a little bit. But like that's what I did to get explosiveness. I did a lot of CNS training. That's why I didn't care about the size or muscle before. I only care about like the nervous system. And I actually got way like I felt into like way more explosive. And I
would call that plyometrics, not
CNS
training.
Yeah, plyometrics. It's the same. Yeah, CNS plyometrics.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cardio. How often do you do cardio and what kind?
Cardio.
He doesn't know what that is.
Cardio kills gains.
What's cardio? No, I'm kidding. Actually, I just my gym. I have a new Gold's Gym I'm going to, and they have a strip where you can for the prowler. You know what the prowler is?
No.
It's like a sled with 4 giant poles and a pole in the middle to put weight on. So you put weight on, then you can push these poles. So you're pushing this giant sled. You can load crazy amounts of weight on. And I just started doing that recently, and it's the craziest.
That's
Full body
the
workout.
GPP, right? Yeah. I used to do that. To dragging sleds.
So that's crazy. It's awesome.
So like, how many days a week?
I just started doing that.
Okay.
But actually, I think if people could do some sort of sprint training.
Oh, sprinters. That's why.
Uphill sprinting, or even just regular sprinting or prowler pushing. Or some sort of like interval type cardio. It would be pretty cool at least once or twice a week. For just your own health, and it also converts over into.
It decreases your capacity.
How about you? Do you do cardio?
Yeah. Like my coach at Lotus Hollywood does assign me like 3 cardio sessions a week. So 2 walk, 2 like low intensity. So I just walk for like 45 minutes. He goes by calorie. Like I have to count the calories on the treadmill. So it's like 350 calories. That's what it's bad. And then another day I do like HIIT sprints. So I do like 10 sprints and like 20-second sprint and then rest or walk for like a minute. So that's what I do. Yeah.
The same with the sled.
So basically, just to you either walk really slow cardio or really fast. So for you to just extreme, like either sprinting or just walking. No, nothing between.
This guy.
But he does cardio. He does like so much cardio, but doesn't his muscles. He tell us about your bike trip. So you go on a 2-week bike trip, you don't even lift.
I'm more about health and cardio and fitness than about. I'm not about aesthetics. I'm not about.
It's a byproduct.
Exactly, it's a byproduct. But I like my endurance events. I do triathlons and long distance cycling. I mean, I just love doing it. It's like, for me, it's like meditation. When I go out there and I'm biking, it's like it's like hours of daydreaming. And it's like, it's the only time I can really get away and think is when I'm doing cardio. So
even like the heart pounding, like you've been running for 2 hours.
oh, it makes it easier. It makes it easier.
I can't even think.
I'm dying after a mile.
Or even when you're running, you can think.
Oh yeah. It's like,
Because I know for sure walking helps you think. Because like Einstein and Darwin used to go along once and come with first ideas. Like the legs almost like engines that like helps you breathe.
yeah, no, it's like, you know, once you get going, it's like
Yeah, but running I can't though. Running I'm just like I can walk and think, but I can't run.
it's like you get in a groove. You get in a groove.
So maybe when I started to be like you when I run, I think my thoughts would be even more like explosive.
Maybe
Maybe I should
it'll
train
help
with, like,
your video.
Yeah, maybe I should start sprinting and thinking.
That's the problem with interval training. It's you can't think in interval.
Yeah.
It's
It's
full
just too much.
concentration.
Yeah, but maybe running you can, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's just because you're steady pace. You're not.
yeah, maybe. Actually, maybe it's almost like maybe you're thinking about daydreaming. That's why you don't get tired. So it's like both ways.
Right.
It's like your mind makes your legs less tired. Your legs drives the mind to think. So it's like
Right.
a cycle.
Are you performing better when you're thinking about
Yeah, and then thinking about other things
Yeah.
make
No,
you
seriously,
yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
you know,
That's great.
you end up running and it's like, you know, oh, I feel like crap. I'm not gonna be able to do this half marathon. And
You
then
just start daydreaming, yeah.
and it's like, you know, all of a sudden it's like, there's mile 10, mile 12.
marathons 24?
Right. So I've never done that. I do that.
So I wanna, do you have specific goals for triathlon?
Usually my goal is to better my last, so just a personal best. It's like, you know, I'm never going to come in first. I'm never going to come in the top 10%. So, you know, I just want to do better than I did last year.
Satisfied when you do that?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's really fun. I mean, I like doing it even when it's not a race, so.
So he's just doing it for himself.
Yeah.
Not for
Well,
the
it's,
world. It's for
you know,
it itself.
the reason triathlons are great, I mean, they do all the work. They set up the water stations and food stations, and you just get to run around. They do the hard work.
Oh shit, we can make a video series of training via triathlon. Scooby can be our coach.
If you do it,
Are we gonna lose muscles?
Sure,
I'm
no,
just kidding.
I'll train you guys. We can do one.
I'm scared. What's next?
Do you think cardio helps you with your strength goals, or hurts your strength goals, or just neither?
It's how much.
I mean, with the amount you're doing like, you know, twice a week on the sled.
Oh no, I guess, yeah, it would depend. I mean, if someone's doing like high intensity intervals every single day, that's gonna hit their nervous system.
definitely.
It's gonna be hard to lift stuff. But I guess at the same time, if someone's trying to gain muscle but they're not eating enough because you're doing insane amounts of cardio, that would balance it. Yeah, it'll have some.
I think it helps. Because I remember when I didn't do cardio before this program, I think my workouts are harder. Then I'm doing cardio 3 days ago, and I feel like I get less rest, more sets. I think it helps.
I think you can incorporate as long as you're smart about it, eat enough.
When you're working out, do you ever work out in a style such that your workout is cardio? Like, where you're just, you know, you're going from one big exercise to another. It's like, you know, squats, no rest. Deadlifts,
it's done.
box jumps, bang, 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 no rest. Do you ever train like
Yeah,
that?
I have before. But it's pretty.
You look pretty bad.
It's pretty. Yeah.
No, I mean, that is intense
Yeah,
cardio
yeah.
when you're doing full body stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but then
even
I-
like kettlebell swings.
Right. But then I read there are also like people who think weights are just weights. Weights are weights and cardio need to be separated. So it depends.
Well, I think if you keep them somewhat separate, not really like super separate, but you can do like barbell complexes,
Yeah.
Right.
where you're doing like 8 different things with one barbell, counts as cardio.
Yeah, so you keep the muscles too.
Yeah, generally I just keep the lifting strictly focused on like the numbers themselves and then the cardio.
Right. Yeah. Okay, random questions. Okay, here's an interesting one. If you could change one physical aspect of yourself, what would it be?
Could it be like in the face?
It can be anything. It can be anything. I'll tell you what I would do.
Okay.
I have really wide gaps in it. It's like I have no V taper because of that. So I would have narrower hips. That's what I would do.
Well, for me,
I
like,
thought you wanted about it.
got him! Got him! Aesthetics.
He does care.
Okay, so legs, longer legs, especially the calves.
Oh, for running faster? Or just
Yeah, it looks both. Because I remember the first thing I noticed about like sprinters, especially like black people, their calves are like super like high cut. And I read studies where it says that actually like high cut calves actually store more energy like kangaroos. So actually like so
it's better for sprinting.
yeah, like the Achilles are the longer and the you can store more energy here or something like that. But anyway, so long calves instead of like a big calves actually give you hugs because that and then I used to like be obsessed with calves. I used to look at these calves all the time. That's how I feel. And then I didn't want like big calves.
Well, you didn't.
I wanted long calves. Because like calf sizes don't really matter. It's when you want to jump high and run fast, it's about the posterior chain. About like your glutes and hamstrings and your quads. Like calves doesn't really help that much. So it's for this part, it's actually the longer the better. The fitter actually. So if you look at all those athletes, those explosive athletes, all their calves are super long. And like I'm Asian, I have like actually my calves is okay for Asian. But a lot of Asian, a lot of skinny calves, right? Yeah. But
A lot of Asians have really big calves.
yeah, exactly. That's why they don't. Exactly. That's why I feel lucky that I actually kind of have like the black calves.
Oh, okay.
I was obsessed with black calves. BBC calves. Yeah, it's ironic because BBC calves actually are small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yours are pretty big.
Yeah.
Yours are pretty.
Actually, my calves are small. I don't train. I don't train my calves because I still don't really train my calves that much because I was my fuck to myself back in the days when I was looking at people's calves. I just wanted skinny calves.
Because you thought skinnier calves would mean.
You could jump higher. How about you, Matt? What would you change if you could change one
Probably
thing?
height.
Really?
Probably height. Taller.
You know, the taller you are, the harder it is to look massive.
Take it.
I would trade. I'd rather be shorter.
Take it.
But I'll take my narrow hips over the short.
We're all about.
Yeah. Okay. What's the most important thing you've learned when it comes to fitness and health?
Hey, quit being a little bitch!
Ogus cake.